Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Pennsylvania's longest-serving United States Senator and the recipient of the 2007 Gold Medal of the Society, Senator Arlen Specter. Senator, I am proud to present to you with this Gold Medal of the Society. Pleased to tell you that the Society will be conveying 2 checks, each in the amount of $25,000 to Philadelphia Futures and Crossroads Foundation. And I'm also pleased to give Joan Specter this medallion, pendant, which carries an inscription and the replica of the Pennsylvania Society Gold Medal. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Arthur, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that tremendous welcome. As those of you who have heard me speak before, you know it is my custom, whenever I begin a speech, to conspicuously take off my watch, place it on a prominent spot on the podium to give my audience a false sense of security that I will pay attention to the time. This is the most treasured evening of the year, when Pennsylvania's leaders meet in New York, and the leaders for the future, leaders in business, commerce, art, science, medicine, law, politics, and government. I've had a great many inquiries about the status of my health, and I'm glad to tell you that once my hair returned, like Samson, I got all my strength back. When you get Hodgkin's, you take chemotherapy, and when you take chemotherapy, you go bald. And as you saw from some of those pictures, and you may have noted during the confirmation hearings of Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Alito, I was on TV a lot, and suddenly I got more letters about my hairstyle, my hairdo, than about my positions on public policy. Had a lot of suggestions. Some people said I should wear a toupee, wear a wig. I didn't want to do that. Other letters said I should shave my head and become a sex symbol. Excuse me, Barbara, what's so funny about that? But I decided not to do that for a couple of reasons. One was Joan didn't like the idea, and the second was that I wasn't qualified. Before moving on to the serious topics at hand, I want to tell you about an experience I had a few weeks ago when I entered the Washington Celebrity Comedy Charity Show. And yesterday at lunch at the Commonwealth Club, I commented a bit, and this afternoon at Fred Anton's a little, and I thought I'd save a couple of the stories before you hear this evening. Bob Dole, Senator Bob Dole, and I, as you may know, come from the same little town. And Bob was 84 last July 22nd. So I called him on his birthday, and I said, Bob, happy birthday, how do you feel? And he said, Arlen, I feel like a 19-year-old teenager. Problem is, I can't find one. He said, I just came down for breakfast, but I saw Elizabeth, and I said, Elizabeth, I just shaved. I feel 10 years younger. And Elizabeth scowled at me and said, Bob, why didn't you shave last night? Senator Dole then told me that Elizabeth had been very irritated with him lately because he'd been complaining about the cost of Viagra. He said, Arlen, you know Viagra costs $10 a pill? And I said, Bob, how would I know about the cost of Viagra? And he said, Elizabeth really was mad at me because she thinks I can afford $40 a year. When Trent Lott came back to the Senate after the hurricane, he was very despondent, very, very gloomy. And I approached him on the Senate floor and I said, Trent, what's wrong? He said, well, Arlen, all my property was destroyed, whole thing, including my entire library, both books. And I wasn't even finished coloring one of them yet either. When I told that story at the Washington Comedy Club, Trent heard about it. He approached me on the Senate floor. This part is true. You don't get many true stories out of Washington, believe me. And he said, Arlen, I'm really very angry at you for making me the butt of some jokes at the comedy club. Really sore about that. I do have more than 2 coloring books. So he took it in good spirits. After the mummers and the festivities and the conversations, I thought there ought to be some break between those events and a very short a message. I begin with Senator Barry Goldwater at the 1964 Republican Convention when he made a number of profound statements, but 2 of them I thought were very profound. He said that extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice. And he said moderation in the pursuit of justice is no virtue. Tonight, for a few minutes, I'd like to talk about the political wars in Washington, D.C. and the partisan battlefield and some of the complex problems facing us on the international level. With a theme that moderation in the pursuit of virtue is no vice. Moderation in the pursuit of virtue is no vice. Pennsylvanians who have had successful political careers during my lifetime have all been centrists, people who were willing to talk to anybody who wanted to talk, willing to listen to anybody who wanted to express themselves, willing to try to work through the problems of the day with accommodation and compromise. Our governors have traditionally been of that ilk. Bill Scranton and Dick Thornburgh and Bob Casey Sr. And Tom Ridge, our senators, Senator Scott, Senator Schweiker, Senator Hines, Senator Wofford, our mayors, Richardson Dilworth, Joe Clark, Pittsburgh's Dick Caligari and Pete Flaherty, Erie's Lou Tullio, Harrisburg Steve Reed, have all been on the moderate line.